Okay, hear me out because I have tested many monitors in the past. Every time I go back to OLED, it gives me that wow factor, the contrast, the speed, the colors. It's just on a completely different level. 32-inch, 4K, 240 Hz. Is it worth the price tag? Hello everyone, I'm CheCo and today we're looking at the MSI MPG 321URXW QD-OLED. A monitor that promises the perfect balance of high refresh rate and insane contrast and next level visuals. So first thing that caught my attention is this thing looks super clean. The all-white design stands out in the best way possible. A nice change from the usual black gaming monitors. The bezel are super thin, the build quality is solid, and you get a full adjustability. Tilt, swivel, high, and pivot. It's also VESA 100 to 100 mount compatibility if you want to throw out a arm as well. And MSI even have added a little bit of RGB at the back, so you might can customize it with your Mystic lighter. But to be honest, RGB at the back, although this monitor is great. And MSI didn't hold back on the ports either. 2 HDMI 2.1 port, 1 DisplayPort 1.4 with DLC, and a USB-C port with DisplayPort 8 mode and 90-watt charging. So that means you can power your laptop and use the monitor with one single cable to super convenient. Just make sure the cable is a high bandwidth one. And also you got some USB ports and headphone jack included. And another shout out to MSI because they include white cables in the box to that clean and super minimalistic aesthetic. But alright, let's talk what actually really matters. The display. 32-inch 4K QD OLED panel, so it's stunning. The pixel density makes everything razor sharp and the colors are insane. We are looking 99% DCI-P3 color gamut, 97% of the Dolby RGB and 138% sRGB. So that's pro level accuracy straight out the box. Well, gaming, this is a monster. 240 Hz refresh rate with 0.03 millisecond response time. G-Sync, FreeSync support. So everything feels super batter smooth, no ghosting, no motion blur, just pure speed. And if you play fast-paced shooters, this gives you a real advantage. And because it's OLED, you get that perfect contrast with true blacks. No IPS glow, no backlight bleeding, just deep, rich visuals. And for console gaming, the MSI 32-inch OLED supports 4K at 120 Hz over HDMI 2.1, making it the perfect monitor for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So you can run it at 4K 120 with HDR on the PlayStation, and for Team Green Xbox, 4K 120 plus variable refresh rate for a smoother gameplay. And since it's a true 4K panel, it doesn't have to rely on upscaling or resolution tricks. You get the native 4K clarity with the deep contrast of OLED and a fast response time. Now, HDR with OLED really flex. So this monitor hits 1000 nits peak brightness is HDR, and it's display HDR True Black 400 certificate because OLED have perfect black. HDR content looks incredibly raw. So highlight pops, shadows have that deep night day. Now when you compare this to IPS, this destroys everything in contrast and response time. So IPS cannot do true black, and VA panel is a little bit better with contrast, but it's also slower in response time. So OLED is the perfect for both worlds. The only real competition is mini LED, but even then you deal with blooming and local dimming weirdness. So OLED is just clean, smooth, and more natural. But what are the actual downsides of OLED? So you may have heard around burning, and that is always the elephant in the room with an OLED, but MSI has burn-in protection like pixel shifting and static image detection with move the pixels slightly and dim static elements to reduce the risk. So if you're using this for mixing content, gaming, browsing, movies, you will probably never have this issue. But if you got a static image all the time, you may need to let the monitor do his thing. The second downside is HDR brightness. As mentioned, it's around 250 to 300. So if you need a super bright screen for daylight visibility, mini LED, or a high-end IPS panel might be a better choice, but if you game in a control light setup, OLED still wins. And the last thing, downside, the price, 1,200. So it's a premium price, but considering what you are getting, a 4K 240 Hz, that inkiness black, insane response time, is still honestly one of the best options out there in the market. So after spending a couple weeks now, one thing is clear: OLED still have that factor. And if you want the visual for the best contrast, the smoothest gameplay experience, this is it. The only reason to skip if you need an ultra high HDR brightness, or you are worried about that burnout. But for gaming, it's probably one of the best monitors in the market right now. Just let me know in the comment section below, is it time to switch to an OLED monitor? Yes or yes in 2025. And if it be your help, don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe. As always, I'm CheCo Tech, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.